Hey everyone, it's Tom Seymour with VHS Massacre Radio. This is a little update on the Blu-ray release of VHS Massacre 2, which is the follow-up to the original VHS Massacre. The first one was about the decline of physical media. This one is about how basically the American exploitation film movement is kind of being financially starved out by the major streaming channels and things like that. So some really cool news is that Troma, it's being distributed through Troma, who I love Troma. I grew up watching their stuff, and they're one of the last American independent film distributors, truly independent. The term independent is totally misused. So if you think A24 is independent or the Weinstein Company is independent, it's totally wrong. Those are mini majors, and there's very few companies that operate that are not vassals of the studio system or the streaming system, or basically this media, these media giants. So anyway, the Blu-ray came out. It was really cool. Lloyd and the Troma gang actually sent me a package, and so I'll show you the video. My daughter Isabella's in the background. It's pretty funny, but I thought this was interesting. This is the reveal. This is what they sent me, so I thought it was pretty cool. Hey everyone, Isabella's going to sing us a Lady Gaga song in the background while I do this unboxing. So what this is a very special package for me. It's my 45th birthday next week, and this is from Troma Entertainment and Lloyd Kaufman. And what they've given me is a care package, and in it is VHS Massacre 2 Blu-rays. Amazing Blu-rays with extras. Yeah, you want one? Here. Take it. Yeah. I got a Troma Now postcard. I got two Tromaville bumper stickers, and then I got this note from Lloyd, which is really awesome. I'll keep this. And it says, "Dear Thomas, thank you for your art. Troma Team and Toxie worship your talent. Hugs and kisses, Lloyd Kaufman, a.k.a. Uncle Lloydie." So thanks so much to Lloyd and John and Rocco and everyone over there at Troma. It's been a long journey, but anyway, this is my 10th feature film, and I'm proud to be distributed through Troma and still at 45, still making movies. So hopefully I'll make movies for the next 30 years. Who knows? Yeah, so that was it. And then this is the sales sheet, which you saw earlier, of the Blu-ray. Blu-ray is really cool. It's got a bunch of extras on it. It's got a director commentary with James Richardson, Professor James Richardson. It's got the full James Rolfe Angry Video Game Nerd interview. I think that's like a 20 or 30 minute interview. It's pretty awesome. They put a ton of cool trailers, like I think about 10 different trailers from the sort of history of Troma, from like Waitress to Squeeze Play to Toxic Avenger. And then there's a bunch of extended scenes which were sort of partially in the documentary, but they go on for a lot longer, talking about film distribution and stuff like that. So I'm very happy with that, the Blu-ray. I mean, it looks awesome. The menus are cool. The film transfer is phenomenal, and anyone who really debates the quality of streaming versus Blu-ray, I mean, this print is just so, it looks so good. It's so crisp and defined. And I was watching stuff on Netflix, and we're in New York. We have a very fast internet connection, and the stuff is very often muddled. It's muddled because they sacrifice on color space and different different forms of compression, which actually don't give you the quality of Blu-ray. Even if they call it Ultra HD, you're sacrificing a lot. It's hard to know when you're actually getting the Ultra HD, even though they say it. And you could tell if you watch a Blu-ray on a PS4 or PS5, if that has a physical drive on it, it is night and day. So anyway, just thanks to the Troma team, guys over there. Well, Tom D'Amico helped put this thing together initially, and then was it John Ferry, and then Rocco, and then some of the other people over there. But yeah, thanks so much. Very excited about this. So anyway, you can order this now. It's out on the 18th. Actually, that's right around the time of my birthday, so it's very cool. So if you order it now, you'll get it. You'll get it very soon. And the other thing that's cool is if you look right now on Amazon Hot New Releases, it looks like we're top 10. But it was funny because just a few days ago we were top 7 on Amazon Hot New Releases. Given I don't know what Amazon Hot New Releases means, I'm not sure what metric that is actually predicting, but it was cool to show up on a top list of anything. It's always, on some level when you're making, low budget features, you kind of look to celebrate anything. And so I was very happy about that. The other thing I'm working on is a few different things. I got an additional interview with Lloyd Kaufman and Tim Coolig, and then I should be getting one with Mike Watt and Amy Lynn Best, who are sort of OG independent film makers who worked on created the Resurrection Game and a bunch of films that I saw in the early 2000s when I was getting into filmmaking. And of course, Mike Watt has written for a bunch of different things. His publication, Exploitation Nation, is excellent. They're these little books, and he puts them out every so often, and they're just filled with really cool interviews. Super well done. So yeah, that's about it. That's about all I have going on now. I finally got my computer set up. I got my Mac Mini with a 32-inch curved monitor, and the Mac Mini is I wanted to try it out because I got to a point where I didn't want to buy a new iMac. I like to edit my features on iMacs with big screens and whatnot, and just the 27-inch iMac, with what I needed at least a minimum of a terabyte of space because I'm working with 4K footage. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous how big that footage is. So I needed a minimum of terabyte space, not even for editing. I'm leaving my internal hard drive blank, and then I'm just working off external drives, USB-C lacy rugged drives, which are not solid state, by the way, because that would be like I think it was like a $400 or $500 drive for like a 2 terabytes of solid state. So I went with like a 5 terabyte lacy rugged USB-C, but it's a standard drive, but it still seems to be fast enough to cut, because you can use proxies and stuff like that. But it's actually still, you could edit 4K, like let's say Apple ProRes 4K, and it would be fine. That I'm talking about sort of like what type of compression and shooting format I use. So some of you are going to know what this is, and some of you are going to be like, this is not interesting to me. But I do think that, the modern filmmaker has to try to keep up on the technology the best they can. I recently was given my buddy Tim gifted me a Blackmagic 4K Pocket, which is just a monster, such a powerful camera. Like, there's videos online of them using this Blackmagic 4K and comparing it to an Arri Alexa, And okay, Arri Alexa wins, but it's not a blowout. And so all I'm saying is, like, it's a tremendous camera. So anyway, I got the camera, and then because I didn't want to pay for a brand new large screen, high powered iMac, which would have cost at least $3,000. The iMac Mini start at like $700, but they have tiny hard drives, and the memory, you have to upgrade the memory. So what I ended up getting is a Mac Mini with the M1 chip and 16 gigs of unified RAM, which is supposedly quote-unquote fast RAM. So it works, I guess you could say, more efficiently than a 16 gigs of standard RAM. But it's also shared between the GPU, graphics card, so that means that the graphics card functions really fast, and in the CPU is really fast. So it's newer technology, and then of course I got a terabyte of hard drive space, as I said before. So basically, I'm building the parts to now have a decent shooting rig and editing rig, and so I'm playing around with footage, and I'm finding it to be pretty satisfying. So that's basically what I have going on. I think so. The Blu-ray will be out next week, so you can order it now, and then it's the only way to see it. So if you want to see this movie, you've got to see it through Blu-ray. And then I think probably, I don't know, maybe 6 months it'll come to Troma Now. Troma Now is a streaming service which I really believe in. There's got to be something that competes with these giants like Netflix and whatnot. There's a few streaming sites like Full Moon. There's Troma Now. There's Midnight Pulp is one. There's Midnight Movie Society, run by, I think, Rue Morgan and MVD. So there's some really cool stuff. And so I think that's the state of independent filmmaking. We have to try to support independence where we can. So I subscribe to Troma Now. It's $4.99. I just watched Mutant Blast, which is a phenomenal movie. And there's a lot of stuff on there. There's a catalog of it's nearly 1,000 films, and it is funny. It sort of has this flea market feel when you go onto it. It's like there's one category, it just says Troma Movie Library, and there's 800 movies in it. Which there's something about that I really like, actually. And then there's other subcategories, but the first VHS Massacre is on there. You just got to scroll through the Troma library. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.